mess this is turning out to be. When you're ready, we can plan our next move at the briefing station.
But before that, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Myings4 here, and welcome back to some more Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 for the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. As in the last session, we headed on underground in New York City to find Ms. Marvel, aka, I guess Captain Marvel to an extent, depending on the comic book writers. Basically, we helped her out, and, well, we saw the return of an old friend. You know, someone who should be dead, without spoiling too much. So if you want to go check out those previous 4 or so videos, make sure you go check them out in the playlist down below. It's got all that great playlisty stuff. That's good for keeping track of things. But anyway, today, before we head to our next mission, we got some more unique dialogue. So with that said, let's get beginning. First of all, we go over here to the right. We already got one audio log. And concept art for New York, I think it was? Or is it for this place still? No, it's from New York, okay. Okay, then come up here, we got Cap himself. That new head of S.H.I.E.L.D., Maria Hill, she isn't even answering my calls.
I have a number of friends within the organization. None of them are happy with her appointment, or even understand it. Including, apparently, Hill.
Really now? You don't say. She doesn't even have a single clue about all this. How funny. At least we can't say she's overly ambitious. Classic move. Put an inexperienced puppet in charge. Maybe we can use that.
If you see an angle on it, be my guest. I just don't know where all this is headed. It feels like we're in for some rough sailing.
Think if I took Hill out on date, she'd let any secrets slip. We'll get through it. We always do. I'm sure it won't be anything some senseless violence can't solve. I'm very curious where this option goes.
You're a braver man than I thought.
Oh, that's a good one. That's pretty funny. Alright.
Spider powers rock.
Hello.
And then talking to him regularly. Nothing like a river-based fireballing to wake folks up. What now?
We're trying to get a read on that. Public opinion is really turning against us. I wouldn't be surprised if the government takes an anti-hero stance of some kind.
You don't say. So what's the plan, Stan? Steve? The politicians are going to love this. You mean outlaw being a hero?
Unknown. There are apparently some serious talks going on in Washington.
Then I will hope that it does not have anything to do with outlawing. To figure out who S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to act all gruff and secretive.
I think the more critical question is, what's going to happen to the rest of us? We've got a real mess on our hands now.
Hear anything about the lady who snagged Fury's old job? Bet we could find Fury if he staked out the eye patch emporium on 5th. He used us like a disposable diaper.
To what end? Even if we found him, it wouldn't solve anything at this point. Well, good talking with you. Bye for now.
Ta-ta! Alright then, that's Cap down. Now we're gonna go switch out the team a bit. Oh, and actually, you know, while I do this, let's see, where is he? There he is. Again, I went the wrong direction. I've been much shorter, but I spent a lot of time. I actually went through the time to actually, you know, equip boosts this time around. And here's what I got so far. I got the good memory, plus 3% experience, plus 3% max stamina. Very handy. Raise experience gained by 5%, plus 3 focus from the quick learner. And then the jackpot 2, 5% chance orbs are multiplied by 20. Can be very handy for when we need our health up. And as for heroes themselves, most of the characters I've been able to give them at least 2 of their of their attacks. 2 rocket punch, 2 radial pulse, and 3 for the pulse barrage because I love that. And then these guys got 5 in their first little ability here, and then 4 in their second one. As for Steve, I have not done his yet, so I gotta really do that real quick. Actually, throw that in there as well. And actually, what was that? Rush force, monster objects and weaken foes. Ooh, that'd be handy. That could definitely save me some time. And then just do this. There you go. Then he goes for Spidey. Oh, he's got 3 in every category that's available to him, which is very good. And then for the good old Hugh Jackman, he's got 3 in his Dashing Flurry and Lunging Rage, but only 2 in the Whirling and Slash. And of course, same as follows. And that's about everything that's pretty much new. Nothing more else to explain. Although right now, I'm going to switch out Iron Man for maybe, say... You know, we'll just put him in Storm's place for minor moments. There we go. Then we go on up here. Oh.
Move out.
With Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Any word on how bad the situation is getting in Washington?
It doesn't sound good. There might even be some legislation already being drawn up.
Let's hope it doesn't get in the way of us doing our jobs. Isn't anyone sticking up for us? After all we've done, this is the things we get?
We still have friends in high places, but apparently associating with us isn't a good move right now. Reed says he's processing all this through his new psychohistory formulas, trying to give us some insight on where things might be headed.
I'm not sure math for him is what gets out of this. I guess it's better than doing nothing at all. If things get worse, I think a more direct approach will be required.
Definitely. We'll be ready to head down to Washington at a moment's notice if necessary.
Alright.
How are you?
So you suspected the Latvian operation was unsanctioned. What gives?
Yeah, sue me for having a lapse of patriotism. Fury convinced me that op was important for our security. I still think it's probably true.
Really? You don't say. I can see where you're coming from. And now we gotta clean up this mess. Well, at least it made us more secure. Until we got attacked.
Are we ever 100% secure? Imagine how much worse that attack would have been if we hadn't had some of our people on that barge.
Fair enough. I hear the politicians want to outlaw getting into fights while wearing spandex.
Apparently, some of them are. I've got some friends in high places trying to find out more, but for now, it's all closed-door stuff.
That sounds great. Not.
No, it doesn't. But until we know more, there's no use panicking. Sorry, I need to check on a few things. Talk to you later.
Later, Tony. Alright then. Now I'll just bring him back to the party. And we're gonna be good to go. Alright. And take a good whiff of this team, guys. This will be probably one of the last times we get all these 4 at once until, you know, much later in the game. Again, you might know why, but I'm not gonna spoil too much. Now that's taken care of. I wonder, is there another bonus thing with Tony? I'm gonna try that out, actually. I'm gonna do it once and that's it. That was just experience. Oh yeah, I guess that's also a good thing to go over. If you do actually manage to reload the simulator, you know, in the future, you know, through the simulator, a lot of the things that you collected will become experience points instead. Like 85 from there. It's not much, but I guess if you want to build up your thing real quick. Speaking of simulator, there's a new simulator disc in our wake. Gotta grab that real quick. Breakout. And a unfamiliar face. Marvel fans might know her. I personally didn't. And you probably won't no matter what. We'll go talk to her.
Hello.
Songbird. Seems odd to see you here. Aren't you leading a group of supervillains these days?
Reformed supervillains, yes. We Thunderbolts have worked hard to change people's minds about us. But apparently, we've got a ways to go.
I'm sure you'll get there someday.
I'd like to think so.
Now then, do you really think this is the place you should be hanging out around right now?
I realize it's a delicate time. But I had some things I needed to follow up with here.
Such as? Okay, let me know if you need anything. Just don't bring all your Thunderbolts teammates up here, okay? We'll take care of business and then clear out.
I won't. It's too chilly here for them anyway. if you know what I mean. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright then. Yeah, I know nothing about Songbird except that she's apparently part of a group of reformed supervillains. Well, yeah, she's the only one I know of, so it's kind of redundant to say. As for the trivia, this will always remain the same until next act, so I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, but if you guys remember a certain somebody that we went to rescue...
Hey there.
Are you feeling okay now? Shocker worked you over pretty good, didn't he?
I'm fine, thanks. I can take quite a bit of punishment, but I was glad to have some help show up when it did.
What was worse? His shocks or his puns? How did they capture you? Guess you shouldn't have gone in there alone. I'll level with her.
Oh, the puns, by far. There's some things you can't unhear.
Okay, now follow-up question. Are these puns better or worse than Spider-Man's? Hey, I'm over here! Sorry, forgot about that. That little gun running operation turned out to be something else, huh?
It sure did. I'm glad I wasn't part of that Lutvarian strike a year ago. What a mess that started.
Yeah, you're lucky. Do you think the government will try to regulate us? Does it really matter which of us went with Fury? It wasn't like Fury let us in on what the real story was. He has a point there.
Ever? At some point, we need to take responsibility for our own actions. Okay, I have to get
That's
going
also a
now.
fair point.
See you later.
Ta-ta. I believe there's one more person we can talk to here. Or maybe not. There's just a dossier on another simulator disc. Yeah, Lucian von Bard's cyborg form. Okay then, so maybe that is everyone we talked to. Definitely not as lengthy as the first time around, I'll give you guys that much. Although, the options might extend that time limit. We'll see. But alright, if everything's set in stone, let's head on to our next mission.
I have a number of friends within the organization. None of them are happy with her appointment, or even understand it, including, apparently, Hill. I'll take cold comfort in that if she's put in charge of shutting us down. Fury may have been underhanded, but at least he always seemed to have the world's best interests at heart. I just don't know where all this is headed. It feels like we're in for some rough sailing. Not funny, Tony. I hope things settle down soon. I know, but somehow this feels very different. We're trying to get a read on that. Public opinion is really turning against us. I wouldn't be surprised if the government takes an anti-hero stance of some kind. Nip it in the bud, if we're lucky enough to catch it in time. We can't be fighting our own government, but we're trying to keep the streets safe. Strong leaders don't cave into the whims of public opinion, especially when they're based on ignorance or prejudice. I think the more critical question is, what's going to happen to the rest of us? We've got a real mess on our hands now. Almost nothing. She seems to have been promoted almost out of the blue. When I see a knee-jerk reaction like that, I worry that it's the start of a trend. Not entirely out of character for him, but an unsanctioned strike on a foreign government? It's beyond what even he's done before. Now, if you don't mind, I have some things to check up on.
It doesn't sound good. There might even be some legislation already being drawn up. Yep, the old "what have you done for me lately" effect. Agreed. Reed says he's processing all this through his new psychohistory formulas, trying to give us some insight on where things might be headed. Perhaps a lot better. We'll see. No, but they might keep us from making a bad situation much worse. Yeah, sue me for having a lapse of patriotism. Fury convinced me that op was important for our security. I still think it's probably true. Good to hear. Seems like everyone else wants to play Monday morning quarterback. If necessary, yes. But I'm hoping we have enough political pull to keep anything serious from making it through the system. Apparently, some of them are. I've got some friends in high places trying to find out more, but for now, it's all closed-door stuff. That's actually a pretty good question. Maybe I should get someone working on that. Are you implying that politicians' votes can be bought? I'm shocked. I think I hear Jarvis calling. Excuse me.
Reformed supervillains, yes. We Thunderbolts have worked hard to change people's minds about us, but apparently, we've got a ways to go. I'd think you folks would be happy to see any friendly faces right now, given what just happened. I will. And thanks for all your support and encouragement. I realize it's a delicate time, but I had some things I needed to follow up with here. Thanks. I think I'll be all right. Understood. I don't want to cause any trouble. See you around, I guess.
I'm fine, thanks. I can take quite a bit of punishment, but, I was glad to have some help show up when it did. I had no idea what I was onto, I admit. Just the way things go sometimes. Shocker hit me from behind at close range. It was enough to knock me out for a bit. It sure did. I'm glad I wasn't part of that Ludvarian strike a year ago. What a mess that started. No, I suppose it doesn't. I just hope the damage can be undone. I wouldn't blame them if they did at this point. Sorry. I have to say goodbye for now.